Okay, we're back at it again. So I'm going to put the crank together today. Try to get the lower end together, the case together also. So got all this stuff all cleaned up last night. So everything's all nice and clean. Now you figure you can put it out of the way so you don't get dirty again. That's always the fun part. Okay. I can figure out the big parts. Big parts are hard to hide than small parts. Ugh. Alright, that'll work for now. Okay. Couple heavy ass flywheels. Okay, I still gotta check my bearing fit on this here, see if I like it. It might be a little bit too snug for me. To do that, I gotta put the crank pin in the flywheel first. So I get a real feel. Okay, so we got all our nuts right here. And what we're looking at here. Okay, here's our shelves. These have all been smoothed up, cleaned up, blowing through the holes, make sure they're clean. All that stuff's been done. Okay, these all seem to have the keys in them, except for the crank pin. Did nail it. And that key is right over here. Nice precision fit. Let's give that a little tap just to get it seated and good and firm. Okay. The fat flywheel is the left one, so it gets this shaft in it. It's also the one that has the oil gallery up through the center. The right side is the one that has the oil gallery in it, in case you can't tell the difference. Okay, so we got our sleeve retainer and our red. Sleeve retainer goes on the tapers, red goes on the threads. Just put a little bit on there like that, smear it around your finger. Mainly worry about down here where the taper is, because it'll go up automatically when it tightens up. So the upper part you don't have to lubricate, it'll get lubed already. You take the red, put that on the threads. There it is. If I quit hitting those shafts, I wouldn't have a problem. See, that's what happens if you work too close. You need to be down here with more room. Too close to the camera. Okay, we got two nuts here. One's been ground on, one hasn't. Not sure which one's which. That shaft has not been ground on. This one has been ground on, so chances are the ground on nut goes to the ground on shaft. Now you go over and torque on it. See how much torque this flywheel will take. So use the press over here to hold it. You can see I'm all ready to go already. little torque wrench here. Squeeze on it. Let's see what kind of torque it'll take. Alright, so the black is how much torque it is. 200. That's pretty good for a stock main nut. Be trapped. Alright. So that torqued in pretty good at 200. It's not bad for one of these crappy flywheels. Okay, now we get to do the other side. See if there's any extra Loctite where it doesn't belong. Looks like the nut and the shaft are about equal, so that's a good sign. Get that out of the way. Same thing on this side. Make sure you don't put Loctite in the oil hole. Very important. No Loctite in an oil hole. Threads feel a little loose. Okay. Your socket. Okay, now we do the crank pin. Same deal. Stay out of the oil hole. Doesn't take a lot of Loctite. So to go more than enough to go all the way around. Stop when you get to the hole. Skip it. Go on. Just like that. Make sure the oil galleries line up. It helps. If the crank pin's the wrong ear, the oil hole will be in a different spot. After you put the thing together, you always blow it through and make sure the oil goes through. Blow it through with the air line. Okay, now we go torque this one down also. Let's see what this one will pull. Probably not as much. Now always put the flywheel in the thick part over here and up here, so you got good holding power. Okay, let me see what this one will do. Now it's a soft 175. So you can see how the nut is not flush with the shaft yet, so before it was in further than this was, I guess. But for today, that's all it wants to torque in, so that's all we're going to torque it to. When the nuts start feeling soft and not getting any tighter, it's time to stop torquing on them. That means something's giving. This could be the flywheel, could be the shaft, could be the nut, could be all of them. The crank pin nut should be able to torque more, it's a bigger thread. Okay, so where are we at? Heard something go pop. What the hell was that? Got the 275 or so. You hear a popping noise, you always get concerned. There's a crack somewhere or something, usually. And with a crack in that nut, it would be very obvious right now. I don't know what that was. Something moved. Everything looks tight. Crank pin's definitely tight. Yep. Alright, looks good. It's one of those noises you hear. Don't know what it is. Alright. Blow through the shaft. Make sure air comes out this end. It's a side oiler, so you have to squirt from the side here. All three holes are getting oil coming out, or air. Sometimes the holes don't always blow out of all the holes. That means you got crap inside the hole. Okay, that feel looks good. Now I gotta check our rod fit. Lube it up. Okay. These bearings are pretty set already. What's that, Big Game? Yes, me. Come to help. Come to help.
Sure.
Okay, lube that up. I'm going to check your bearing fit to see if it's too tight.
Is good.
Don't know yet. It's cold. I think cold things change a little bit. Alright, we're on what, the pinion side? Rods are going this way. Oh. Maybe I should put some oil on the rod bearings. Should I lube up the bearings too on that?
Kind of important.
Yeah, you know. Just to be different. Yeah, the main bearing I had to open up another couple tenths. It was too tight. This crank pin's way undersized, so put you in goofy number ranges.
Why is that?
That's the way Jim's made it. They do that every now and then to screw with you. I think they like doing it. They're never wrong, of course. Everything they do is to the 10th. That's what they claim. If the rod won't go on, that's a problem. So why is that not going on? Never done that before.
Just put too much grease on. Just fill up all that void.
That's a sure sign you did something wrong. Maybe that's why the numbers are all goofy. Wrong math. Well, that ain't right. Obviously. Alright. Now we get to figure out what we did wrong. What did we do wrong? Obviously we didn't hone it big enough. Time for a number check. That explains why the numbers are all goofy. They don't fit. And that's the same mic I use for doing the main, so I know the mics are good.
Mm-hmm.
Still measuring undersize. Let's see. How far down is it? It is. If anything, it's a little bit smaller than it was the other day. It's at least at 8/10. It's 12 under. I think we were 11 on the other day. Everything's cold. Those are 3, that's 2. 4 and 2 is 16, you added 9. That's 9 from 16, that's 7.
Yep.
Make it a full thou, it's easier to remember. So that'd be 12. I think I'm off by a thou. Four 16, so that should be, yeah, I'm way off. I think I'm 9/10 off, 8/10 off. It's gotta be more than that because it would even go on if it was 8, because that's the clearance. What's this today? Everything's a little bit tighter today. Temperature changes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm off by a thou. Yeah, I did math in my head wrong.
Hmm.
See, I'm at 3 over here. It should be 3 over here.
Hmm.
Went the wrong way.
Oh well. At least you didn't make it too big.
Because see, the shaft is at 12. The bearings are 2 thou a pop, 2/10 a pop. That's 4. That puts you at 16. You give yourself a thou clearance. That puts you back over here at 16 over here, instead of being at 17 there. I give an extra 10th because of cold. So I should be down here on between the 2 and 3 on the line to be what we need to be.
Mm-hmm.
That would explain why it doesn't fit.
That's the way, is it? Back to the home.
Back to the dumbass on the home. Well, good. That gives me a chance to get dirty again today. That'd be nice. What are you gonna work on over there?
Sorry?
What are you gonna work on?
I thought about, you mentioned putting that brake together. Because when we get the bottom end together, we can set that in the
You mean the bike back here? This bike here?
Nope,
Oh.
that's not it. That's the Falcon chopper.
The Falcon. Is that the Falcon? You get to work back here where it's hot. This cream puff. Ooh, more yellow towels. There we go. What's wrong with the brake?
Right. Well, you talked to put the brake assembly together because it's a pain in the ass to do after the fact.
Oh, you got to put the line on it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely it's a pain to do because it's when you put the motor in here, it kind of covers this all up. All right. Yeah, this here goes under where that bolt is.
This thing go underneath the frame or just like that?
It sits in here like that or underneath this, but usually it's right back in this area here. The cable's in the way right now here, but usually this thing goes underneath this mount like that.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to get the backing plate over here for the brake on here, so you can see where that goes.
Loosen this fitting up, get that
And
spun.
you're gonna have to bend all this stuff around. This goes over here to the back of the line.
Right.
Where's your line at for this?
Good question.
You gotta find it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's got to go in the center of the hole.
Right.
Then you gotta lay the primary up under here and make sure this clears the primary.
Now, if I had the primary here, that'd be a good thing to have.
Yeah. We didn't bring that. That's not here?
I didn't bring it now.
Oh, that makes it hard to do.
Still at the house.
You need that to put the motor in too.
Yeah, yeah.
Lexi, you gotta get the backing plate over here, get the mass cylinder up on it, bend all this stuff around to fit.
And here's this side.
Yeah, it should be on that side over there. They're a pain in the
What's
ass.
this mess? What's this mess?
We had a flood in here the other week. All that used to be over here where it got wet. Don't worry about the flood. It's fine.
Okay.
So there's your brand new master cylinder.
Yeah.
So you screw that up on there a little bit, not full tight, but enough you can hold it. And then you can bend this thing around to whatever it needs to be.
Right.
And here's the rear brake line. Here's the nut for the line. So what'd you do with the line?
Do you have a line here for it? Or?
Nope. Thought you had a line already.
Oh, fuck. I guess I should probably...
Have to go look for your line department. Maybe it's in the boxes over there still.
Could be. It could be probably at the house still, too.
Here's some primary covers over here.
Sorry?
Here's some primary covers over here.
Yeah, I see that.
They got flooded too.
Sucks.
Yeah, you might have to look through all this junk. I think that's junk there from the training. That's starter stuff, primary stuff. That's all starter stuff you're gonna need. This is the cam cover, the extra one. So
Okay.
have to go back here with the rest of the parts for now.
That's fine.
All right, well, you gotta figure out where all that stuff is at. Yeah, you gotta get that thing to snake through everywhere.
Do what?
You gotta make it snake through everything. And preferably not rubbing on anything, because if it rubs, it can rub through. So you have to bend the line so it doesn't rub on anything.
Rubbage is an issue, huh?
Yeah, if it's gonna rub, you gotta put some rubber hose around it or something.
Yeah.
The factory lines actually have a little piece of vinyl on them, or molded onto them.
Yeah.
So when they rub against the frame, they didn't damage them. All right, I'll back up here, honing.
Alright.
I got honing to do. Honing mad. Yeah, some dumbass doesn't know what he's doing around here. Screwed it all up. I'm wondering why those numbers are so weird. It was weird because it's screwed up. Oh well. Makes good video. I'm not perfect like always. Perfectly screwed up. Okay, get all this. That goes hard that way. This out. That out. The camera's in the way now. Who put that camera in the way? Well, that makes that camera focus weird. Okay, let's start over in our 3 stones. Fine, medium, and coarse. Dropping right back to coarse. Okay, Okay, this style expands the stones up. That dial over there puts pressure on it, and the one up here does too. This is heavy pressure, this is light pressure. Everybody wants to know what these dials do for some reason. Okay, so you got pressure on it now, see? Okay, probably take more than that to cut this. Okay, that's got to go up a little higher. Lock it down. Alright, we're good to go. Yeah, we almost got enough oil flow to cover it. Pressure. Shows that nice smooth surface I have. Cut out a whole 2/10. Got a ways to go. Probably one of those tenths is deep. More pressure, it's not cutting. Have to deglaze the more still. Okay, cool the rods off a little bit. Where we're at. We're at 11 from 12 right now. We're going to home the whip it down to 2 to 3. So we got one about 6 to 7 of course. Ah, I'm here biting in now. Lot, a little bit. It's doing something now. Put it off over here. See what I'm doing over there, can you? Okay, we're getting closer. Not 8 to 9, we're at 10. We're both at 10, that's good. Rods are very hard, they don't have to hold. Now we're on. All after point it's going to start to cut. I like the cut. Cool it down though, they're hot. The more pressure you put on it, the hotter it gets. Seven and a half to 8. 8 to 9. More honing. I don't count the strokes, but it helps to be close. I kind of go like by a time frame. When I get tired of watching this side go back and forth, I flip around to the other side. Okay. What's that?
See if I can find that brake line.
Oh, you go back home?
Yeah, and grab the primary.
Okay, a little bit. Go back home and get more parts for the bike. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, what do we got now? 6.5 to 7. 7.5 to 8. A little bit more on it. Now it's fine. Put all that pressure on one rod, it starts to cut. Oh yeah, that knocked the 10 pounds right there. Yeah, we're 5.5 to 6 on the dial now. You don't run the rods like this all the time because it wears the stone out. The rod only hits right here, it never gets in the middle, so the stone wears unevenly. That's why you gotta have this rod all the way in it. If you notice when I honed this, it stayed right in the middle, kind of in this area. Even though I was doing a BH, I was still kind of covering the whole stone up. Okay, this one is, what number are we on here? We're at 6 on this one right now. So I need a little bit more on that one. This one's 5 to 6, so I need a little bit more out of this one. That'll be enough. Knock knock a quick tenth out of it. Hopefully not 2/10. Yep. 5.5. Okay. We swap out from that to the medium grit. This is a really, really coarse finish right now, which is how most new rods come. I go 2 grits finer than that. We go to our fine stone. Taking out the high spots, it goes to the tops of the titties are being cut. Of course, done dug deep gouges in the metal. When you go to the finer stone, it just knocks the tops down. The base stays about the same. So I didn't leave a lot of material left at home. Good. Be nice having another tenth to work with, but alright. Okay, there's 3 right there. 3, 3 1/4, pretty even. Oh, this one's bigger. This one's up at 4 1/4. 4.5. That's 5 right there. This one's important. Mess, mess, mess. Okay, I'll put this over, you can see what I did. Okay, put it over here in the dial where you can see it. Yep. See the dial? Blow it up a little bit. Okay, we're going for 3 above the 0 there. On 3, rotate the rod. The the gauge barely wiggles a little bit. That one's about 3.5 there. So that's a little bit smaller on the other side. This one here, it's 3.5 to 3. You see the dial moving a little bit. So it's 1/2 tenth of movement at 50 millionths out of round. This one over here is a quarter out, so it's 250 millionths out. Or not 20, 25 millionths out. Gotta get decimal places in the right spot. Alright, so now we'll go try that. We'll clean these up, and we'll see if they fit on the crank pin this time. This time they should. Alright, we'll be back.